I do like how they put the mallard on the inside so that like
You can
you can enjoy it while you're drinking it. You're just like, oh yes, look at that.
I am Mark. This is Tom from Orange Nebula.
This is true.
We are a creative agency in Vancouver, Washington, which is just across the bridge from Portland, Oregon.
We started as a graphic design and branding agency doing client service work for other people. People have repeatedly accused us of being overly sentimental and too affectionate. And they're not wrong. This is why I want to script things. We can just...
And over the years, kind of found ourselves drawn towards creating our own passion work because it's more fulfilling and enriching for us. So on the heels of our first game, Vindication, we challenged ourselves with Unsettled to think about how we could create an experience around the sacred concept of group cohesion.
We identify the sacred concept early here, and then we use that as the anchor point for everything that we build in the game, because when you're designing something, you go all over the place. And having a sacred concept to point to and say, does this empower that idea? And if it doesn't, it gets cut. And for this game, the sacred concept was group cohesion, teamwork. What does it mean to be in a collective of people with different emotions and personalities and perspectives? And then we started looking at, what would be a good theme to explore this idea. And we're big sci-fi fans. Science fiction does a really good job of letting you sort of abstract concepts out of our day-to-day experience. What we found when we were talking about sci-fi is, the science fiction that we love, books primarily, but also movies, most of them don't have intense conflict. It's not space marines and lasers, and the board game space doesn't really have anything like that. And so we decided that this was a good opportunity to not only explore our sacred concept of group cohesion, but to make a new and different kind of sci-fi game that would provide something different than people have had in the past.
The theme and the mechanics and all that stuff kind of came on later, and we tried to fold those in and weave those in with intention. But that's the place where we challenged ourselves. What kind of experience can we make keeping ourselves underneath kind of that mothership or the umbrella of this idea of group cohesion? What does it mean to be cohesive together? But at the end of the day, it is a community that makes this thing go.
That's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to make things that are fulfilling, but on hopefully multiple levels. Experiencing some experience that someone has made for you is fulfilling on some levels, but so too is coming up with ideas on your own and sharing those ideas and connecting with other people who are also similarly motivated.
Yeah, being part of something is fulfilling too.
The goal for us is for you to care more about the community around the things that we make than the things we make themselves.
Absolutely.
And the things that, if what we make inspires something in you, that is more important to us than the thing. And you are inspiring us to be better too. You are making us better. Ultimately, I think that we inspire something bigger and better simply by wanting something bigger and better openly and collectively as a group. And when our community comes together and all agrees this is what we want to think about these things differently, that inspires the best work out of us, because you deserve more than our best work. And so our best work is it's the most we can do and the least we can do at the same time.
Other people are inspired to be on their best or try something new or try something difficult or go into a scary space so that they can learn something. And that's what's behind, Unsettled, and that's what's behind what we do at Orange Nebula.